Hi, I'm Captain Chris. I'd like to talk to you about cruising fundamentals. We offer a class in Vero Beach called Cruising Fundamentals 101, and it's all about preparing for the big adventure of your life. Sell the house, buy a boat, go cruising. But first, you need to know where you're going and how to get there. So we will teach rules of the road and also charting and trip planning. In fact, this time of year, this is high on your mind, I hope, or I believe it is, going down to the sunny, warm Florida Keys where the water's crystal clear and it's very nice and warm, and the only white stuff that we see is sand, not snow. Other things that we'll teach in this class, something many of you may have already learned, was read, write, return. But what's the second half of that phrase? Read, write, return from where? So that's not always applicable, so we teach a different RRR called read, write, rising. So if the red numbers are rising, they should be on the right-hand side of the boat. 2, 4, 6, 8, they're on the right. 6, 4, 2, they should be on the left. Easy to remember if you're on the Ohio River, the Tennessee River, anywhere in North America. Read, write, rising works. Now let's talk about where will you go and where will you stay when you get there. Will you take a marina and pay the marina fees, which are great? You may enjoy a swimming pool or loaner bicycles or even a loaner car. Or what if you want to just go out in the wild and be all by yourself? So we can talk about anchoring. I've got an anchor right here. And we'll talk about the different type of anchor designs and purposes. What works better in sand, what works better in the mud. So we'll talk about anchoring, and then we'll talk about the different pieces of hardware that goes along with anchoring. Some of the hardware would be chain, and then shackles to connect to the boat or to a rope if you have a rope spliced up here. We'll also talk about swivels. So the anchor won't get stuck or twisted up because you do have a swivel. And if you're using an all-chain anchor rode, you want to learn how to use a bridle, a rope bridle, or a snubber to connect it to the boat. And this is the simplest form of connecting to the chain right here. But when it turns upside down, it may fall off. Oop, just like that. So you'll want to spend the extra money and get a chain grabber like this. So the chain grabber will hook onto the chain, and it's got this little rubber band that goes around it. And that way, it's not supposed to fall off because I didn't hook the rubber band up. Let me try that again. And that's my production crew laughing at me because we didn't rehearse. Okay, there we go. So now, it won't fall off. So the snubber will pull on the chain grabber, and then this chain will be limp or loose and not shocking the anchor windlass on the bow of the boat. There's a whole lot more that we'll do. We'll do crew communications, electronic communications, ship to shore, safety systems, galley tricks and tips. There's a lot to learn in this action-packed 2-day seminar on Friday and Saturday. If you have questions, you can call me up here, 772-205-1859, or you can look to the link below and click on that and get a whole lot more detail. If you've got questions about cruising, ask Captain Chris.